If you look past the cobwebs and chipped paint, this building has a story to tell.
Reeves Chapel was located on the banks of the Cape Fear River, and we're estimating that it was built by formerly enslaved African Americans on the Cedar Hill plantation around about the 1850s, 1860s.
It was moved to this lot in the early 1900s, just outside Wilmington, North Carolina.
It became active and stayed active until roughly 2005. The church was deteriorating pretty rapidly.
Al Beatty worshipped here most of his life.
1955 or 56, somewhere in that time frame. I grew up in the community here. I can walk to the church for miles.
So he decided to create a foundation to restore it. With the help of partner organizations and raised funds, renovations started about 3 months ago. They're trying to preserve every part possible, including the original bell, which currently sits in storage.
Historic preservation is important for a variety of reasons. First of all, when you preserve the built history of a community, it grounds your community. It gives your community a sense of place, a sense of identity, of uniqueness.
Travis Gilbert leads the historic Wilmington Foundation, a nonprofit that provides resources in the community to preserve the area's history. They've also played a role in restoring Reeves Chapel.
Our region has lacked the preservation and interpretation of Black historic sites. And the preservation of Reeves Chapel is one of many efforts to bring that history back to the forefront of our shared experience.
This particular structure is at the northern range of the Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor, which is a National Park Service corridor identified specifically because of the culture of the descendants of the people, the Gullah and Geechee, from West Africa that were brought over specifically for their knowledge of rice cultivation.
Jessica Blake is with the North Carolina Coastal Land Trust, which has partnered with Al's foundation for the past 6 years to help buy and preserve this chapel.
It's American history that hasn't been told really well, and this structure is a piece of that history.
It's the oldest building, African American structure in this area. You have to realize after slavery that because of the laws and because of Jim Crow, African Americans weren't allowed to socialize at a lot of other public places. So their churches and schools were very instrumental.
Al says this project sends a message about preserving this piece of the past.
And it's not being wiped out as other history in the country has been.
The plan is for the building to be finished by the end of the year. While it may never hold services again, Al and Jessica hope it will be accepted by the state as a historical site, with the original bell and all.
This was our venue for outside, letting us know that there was a bigger world than just here.
I'm Chloe Nordquist, reporting.